as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. For the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Returning right back to Lockett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play. Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. With their hope.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsafe.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's brought down. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them. On 2nd and a long way to go. Lawrence looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
N'Keal Harry, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Branch. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is here and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Juwan Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're able to get
take this one across the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson, option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Eluding the pressure right. He hits his target, Lockett, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, French. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And Shark hauls it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Flushed out right. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson going to try once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis